What's up? It's Greg Tepper of Dave Campbell's Texas Football on TexasFootball.com, here with my instant reaction to Week 1 2020. It is 1:07 a.m. Just got off the high school scoreboard live set on Fox Sports Southwest. I'm here in the studio. I have my mask on, but because I'm recording, I've taken it off for you. Hi. That was weird, right? But it felt good. Like, we got to go out there and watch high school football. I will tell you, honestly, in seeing some photos on Twitter, and I'm just being honest here. We're in a safe space here. Some of the pictures make me nervous, guys. And we got to do our part. We've got to make sure we're following the guidelines. We've got to wear masks. We've got to social distance. There are photos out there that have looked big crowds and people not distancing or people not wearing masks. We got to do our part. Yes, the players and the coaches need to do our part, but we as fans, we as citizens, we as a community have to do our part if we want Texas high school football to keep going. That's me. I'm off my soapbox. A lot of great games to talk about. Let's go. I think the headline tonight is going to be Grandview and Malakoff. That was one of the games that we had our eye on. Grandview comes away with an overtime win. Dane Yench is the hero. Of course he is, right? Another great win for Grandview. They're now 4-0 against Malakoff in the past 3 years. The one thing I think is interesting is that Malakoff's gotten closer every single time, right? First game they played in 2018, it was a 21-point game. The title game they played in 2018 was a 14-point game. Last year was a 1-point game. This year goes to overtime. I think Malakoff's got a lot to feel good about coming into this game. They've got some young pieces they've got to work through, but overall to challenge a team like Grandview on the road, I think is really impressive. A lot to like about Malakoff. Grandview deserving winners, 1-0. The train keeps on going for the Zebras. Wall over Eastland. That is really impressive for Wall. I'll say this. I think there's going to be a lot of talk about who wasn't on the field. Darren Morton, the star quarterback, the Texas Tech commit for Eastland, did not play in this game. We don't know why. There's some stuff about disciplinary reasons, but there's also some stuff about injuries. They've kind of been playing it close to the vest. We don't know why. Let's put that aside. Okay, a really impressive showing from a Wall team that is going to have some pieces to replace. Like, let's remember, Mason Fuchs, their quarterback, is not there anymore. It's Drew Morrison taking over. But between Tate Williams, a big offensive lineman, and their running back, Chase Rios, Drew Morrison was in control. This offense looked like midseason form. Really, really impressive. I liked what Wall did tonight. Brock made a statement. Brock, over Bushland. My goodness. Really, really strong showing from the Eagles. Cash Jones goes nuts. This is a team that, there was a lot of people who were asking us, why do we put Brock number 1 in 3A Division 1 when Grandview, of course, has won 2 consecutive titles? I will tell you, both Brock and Grandview looked the part. Brock looked really emphatic, and I think they said, we're here, we're ready for this. Argyle also made a statement. A huge win over Decatur, hung half 100 on them. Really, really impressive. And we had questions about the quarterback, right? Bo Hogaboom's gone. They needed to find a quarterback. C.J. Rogers, we'd heard good things about. Tonight we saw good things from C.J. Rogers. He looked great. And the first play of the game, I believe his first offensive play, Tito Bice breaks a long touchdown run. Great stuff from Argyle over a Decatur team that is still kind of figuring things out. But Argyle, full steam ahead, looking very good. Staying in 4A Division 1, Waco La Vega gets a win over Port Lavaca Calhoun in what I call a pop quiz game, right? This game was signed basically on Monday. They play on Friday in Madisonville, and it is a wild kind of whirlwind there for La Vega to have to figure out a Calhoun offense that runs, basically they call it the flying veer. It's a weird offense. I mean that in a nice way, but that is a tremendous defensive effort from La Vega to hold that offense down, to hold down Steve Johnson and to keep this Calhoun defense at bay. Impressive stuff from La Vega. They are 1-0, and Argyle and La Vega, again, top 4A Division 1, looking pretty good. Some kind of statements, other games that caught my eye. Spearman's big win over Stratford is a stunner. Spearman, okay, I see you, Lynx. I see you, baby. Bernie over Beeville Jones. Okay, I see you, Greyhounds. That was really very impressive. Waco Connolly gets a win over Sunnyvale. Waco Connolly, it was a team that maybe we thought last year was their year. They do lose, I think, 4 FBS signees to the college ranks this year, but they are able to obviously reload. Kavion Gaither, their star, went nuts. A big game for him as they beat Sunnyvale. Great win for them. Staying in there in the Central Texas area, Salato's win over Troy is awful impressive. I like the Salato team a lot. I think they're a sleeper there in Central Texas. That's a good Troy team. That's a 4A over 3A, so I don't want to go too nuts over it, but Salato's win is very, very strong. One more thing in Central Texas. Cameron Yo's win over Mejia. Good win for Cameron Yo. Not worried about either team. I think they're both trending upward. The thing that's impressive for Cameron Yo, that's a young team. They're going to be relying on a lot of juniors and sophomores. If they can start to blossom, watch out for the Yeomen. They may still be a year away, but overall, very impressive from them. Upsets tonight. Glen Rose over Springtown. Okay, I see you, Glen Rose. Also, okay, on Texas Football Today, I was like, somebody asked the question of a game, like what can a team that's a big favorite gain from a week 1 game? And I just kind of said, they need to play a clean game, avoid penalties, stuff like that. And I picked one game at random. I picked Sweeney and Bay City. I was just like, Sweeney's big favorite. Bay City. Bay City wins it. Bay City takes down Sweeney. A great win for the Black Cats. Congratulations to them. Shiner over Hallettsville. Doug Brooks and Dalton Brooks look great. They return the opening kickoff for a touchdown. I think Hallettsville's going to be fine. I feel good about putting Shiner number 1 and for it into a Division 1. Of course, Refugio will have something to say about within their own region, but great start for Shiner. And then I would be remiss if I did not mention the craziness in the 6-man ranks. McLean goes down to Klondike. Klondike out of La Mesa. Great win for Klondike. McLean, wherefore art thou, Ben Crockett? That's a great win for Klondike. Westbrook takes down Motley County. Hello. Great win there. Rankin and Balmorhea play a just banging game. Awesome, fantastic game between number 1 teams. Rankin ends up coming from behind and beating Balmorhea. What we expect from 2 fantastic 6-man teams. And then Eden takes down Blackwell in a wild game. It was a wild, crazy week in the 6-man ranks. And I would be remiss if I didn't bring that up. And yeah, look, week 1 is in the books. I said it on TexasFootball.com. We don't know how many of these we're getting, right? Let's not take these for granted. Let's soak it in. Let's enjoy it. And yeah, that's kind of my thoughts. So, TexasFootball.com will have complete coverage of Texas high school football, of course. Become a Dave Campbell's Texas Football Insider, TexasFootball.com/subscribe. We will be back on the air on Texas Football Today on Monday. It is now 1:15 in the morning. I am going to go to bed, and you can't stop me. We'll see you Monday on Texas Football Today at TexasFootball.com.